My film opening for the Black Rose uses, develops and challenges the forms and conventions to real media products. The opening scene shows an establishing shot which introduces the scene. From this you can clearly see that it is a shot of a pond in which there are no forms of life or emotion, just a feeling of loneliness and emptiness, furthered by the blue colour corrected footage. This therefore sets the upcoming plot to the film in a subtle way. My film opening challenges and develops the conventions to real media products due to the fact, opposed to real media products, I have enticed the audience in a different way. I have begun the film with no dialogue and slow-paced editing to build up the sense of a twisted plot later to come. Instead of giving away the plot of the film straight away, I have waited a few minutes to let the audience try to figure it out for themselves. For example, in the shot of Natalie's jail tag is revealed, it cuts to a flashback whereby she is brutally pushed up a staircase and into a room. From this, leading the audience to have to think about what is going on. In the shot, I've incorporated a lot of editing, in which the final result ended up in a symbolic slate which represented much of the feelings Natalie is going through in the present time. This feeling being trying to forget all these bad memories due to the fact it is haunting her and constantly looming over her shoulder. From this, her desire of doing bad is coming back. This is furthered later on in the second flashback where the footage is much clearer and the footage is carried on past the opening of the door, which represents the memory coming back and becoming more clear, and her brutally disturbed mind of the children is coming back. This is also shown through the destruction of the lily, which symbolises purity. Black Rose uses conventions of real media products to make it look slick and professional. For example, the sequence opens with Metrodome Distribution, which is a big London-based distribution company in which it distributes the films like much other real media products. The second title in the sequence is JCW Productions. This is the film production company which made the film itself. From this, again adding to the conventions of the real media product. These conventions are furthered by the adding of titles incorporated with the background of the shots. The first being the director's name, and then going on to the producer, and then the main actors and actresses in the film. Both the order and the editing of the titles that link in with the emotion and feel of the film are inspired from after the title, in which the film opening 300 is shown. 300 shows blood-splattered names appearing on the screen, which connotes the blood-thirsty plot in the film. From this, I linked this idea into my own work. I created the titles and edited so they would stretch apart and slowly losing their sense of place, much like Natalie's mind. These titles connote the plot of the film and link in with the emotions portrayed in the actual moving image of the film. The film opening ends with an ident in which a rose turns into a black rose after a cloud of smoke passes over it. This therefore suggests that Natalie was once a nice girl but then later turns evil and disturbed, hence the black. This last title introduces the film and reminds the audience of the name. From this, adding to the conventions of a real media product due to the fact that this same concept is used in the film opening of 300. Is used in the film opening of 300.